quickly cut across to our guests for a quick word in. Javed Ansari, what do you make? Is it going to be the women reservation bill, something that is found itself in the manifestos of a lot of parties, but no real party has shown much intent when it comes down to clearing it?
So let me just correct you. This bill was introduced in 2009 under the UPA government, and that's the bill, if at all the government musters up the courage to take it forward. That's the bill that will be voted on. One. Two, it's hazardous. At least I have learned in my experience, it's hazardous to second guess this Prime Minister and this government. The only thing predictable about Prime Minister Modi's government is its unpredictability. I don't have too many friends in the BJP, and whatever little few of them that I have, I tried to contact them this evening, and they in turn were asking me, "Aap bataiye kya hai?" And the organizer headline is perhaps a pointer. The organizer, as we all know, is the mouthpiece of the RSS, and it says, "Guess what?" So everybody has been kept guessing, but the Prime Minister has laid the groundwork in his remarks in the car park of Parliament. It says, "Itihasik nirnay hoga," historic decisions. So he's set the stage. The Prime Minister believes in dramatic decisions, whether it's demonetization, 370. So I won't be surprised if he comes up with something surprising.
Well, itihasik decision hoga, historic decision. But Manisha, Priyam, I want to bring you in. You know, it's a little surreal. You know, you've been somebody who's tracked the Parliament proceedings for a while right now. But a bill which is time, or women reservation, the time seems to have come, if at all. You know, this is all conjecture. In 2023, when in 1947, the Constituent Assembly thought it unnecessary. And even after that, you know, the bill might have been introduced in 2009 by the Congress and the UPA, but many allies of the UPA were not on board. Therefore, it never got cleared in the Lok Sabha.
Yes, even now some of the regional parties such as the BJD seem to be talking about the need for the bill. And in fact, all regional parties now talk about women being a very important part of the electorate, sans caste, the Chuppa voters, the silent voters of Nitish Kumar, the Labharthis of Uttar Pradesh. So albeit women have become a vote bank, so to say, for most political parties, regional or national, the women's reservation bill has been a no-no. Now, I do feel that in this Parliament an announcement can be made, whether it will be able to clear, that roadblock that appears. Because remember, as much as there is talk of women's equality and gender equality, there's also the reliance even of the BJP on strongmen and their politics, especially to the north of the Vindhyas in the state of Uttar Pradesh. We've seen how difficult it's been for the party to take any action on somebody like Brij Bhushan Charan Singh. So you cannot on the one hand have a real politic which is based on reliance on strongmen, and on the other side talk about a women's reservation bill. As far as Atihasik Nirnay is concerned, I do believe that the Prime Minister will talk about a few things that he spoke about even from the Red Fort on 15th of August. Perhaps a roadmap that could be about taking India to 2047 as a developed nation. Now, what that could be, is that an economic import? That I do not know, but I think that will be one. My second guess is that the Prime Minister openly spoke against the politics of Tushtikaran. He said development yes, but Tushtikaran no. Now what I can hazard a guess at best is that perhaps some form of the CAA implementation, granting citizenship rights to Hindus who've come from the neighboring countries, and that's purely a guess. So some amount of implementation of the promises that the Prime Minister made from the ramparts of the Red Fort. Now, what the exact dimensions will be, it's only for the Prime Minister who can lay this bare in front of the Parliament. But this will be a clear messaging of his leadership style and his imprint on the BJP as its most important political leader. And I don't know exactly what is in store, but I do think it's 2047, India is a developed nation, and also against the politics of Tuštikaran to distinguish the BJP from other political parties.
You know, It's interesting because Manisha, Priyam, you're coming up with what could be the probabilities. What we seem to suggest right now, is in all probabilities, it could be the women reservation bill. But no, we don't want to, say anything for sure, because this is all conjecture. But what we're given to understand that it points towards the women reservation.